Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook, bring you an NFL Week 4 preview between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. Now you look at the Falcons coming in this road matchup against the Seahawks. Early start is vital, guys. Playing in Seattle is like playing in Iraq and Afghanistan. It is tough to play there. So the Falcons have to come in and get off to an early start. That's going to be vital. And Matt Ryan has to make sure he puts a lot of this on his shoulders. He has to step up and show guys that he's the outstanding quarterback that everyone projects him to be. Step up in the pocket, make some throws. He took a lot of hits last week and he didn't bail as he usually does. So that shows some progress. If he can continue to do so this week, Seattle also has an outstanding front four. Step up in the pocket, put it on your shoulders, take shots vertically down the football field. If you can back the secondary up of the Seattle Seahawks, the Falcons are on offense are going to look a lot better. The running game is going to be a little bit more open, and teams are going to back off these wide receivers. Right away, you have to catch that pass that you dropped last week. Now, defensively, they have to put some challenges on the Seahawks offensive line. I'm still not sold on the protection of the Seahawks up front. If the Falcons can get pressure from both ends like they've shown this season, cause some pressure on that offensive line of the Seattle Seahawks, and that's where they could win this ball game defensively. And also they have to force Jackson to throw over the middle. Tavares Jackson is the guy that wants to get throws underneath. He wants to throw to the flat. He wants to throw outside the hashes. Get him to throw the football over the middle of the field, and therefore the Falcons can have some success in picking off passes. I like what I see in the secondary, especially at the safety spot for the Falcons. Force Jackson to go over the middle and they can have some success. Now Seattle comes in and they want to flip field position offensively. You want to make sure that you put, even if you don't get touchdowns or field goals, but you've driven the ball deep enough to where the Falcons now have to go along field, and that's going to add to that crowd noise, and that defense will stay aggressive throughout the ball game. So even if you don't score, you want to make sure you flip field position and offensively play above the rim. Sidney Rice is back. Now you got Mike Williams. Play above the rim. Both guys are 6'4" and up. Play up top against these Falcon corners, in which they give up at least 3 to 4 inches to the wide receivers. And balance is always key. Run the football even if it's not working. I say that all the time, each and every week. Run the football even if it's not working, and therefore you're going to have balance, and Jackson will have more time back there in the pocket. Defensively, I look at the battle between the Seahawks defensive line and the Falcons offensive line. Everyone and their grandmother got pressure on Matt Ryan last week, and that was troubling to watch. The D-line of the Seahawks is aggressive, and they're very active and strong at the point of attack, and that's going to be a huge element in this ball game. And it's okay to send the extra guy off the edge at Matt Ryan. He won't see the guy. He won't throw it deep down the field. He would throw it off underneath. So take chances with a lot of corner blitzes, safety blitzes, or that extra guy, that nickel guy coming in to get pressure on Matt Ryan. You can get a hit on the quarterback because he won't see the pressure coming, or he would dump it off quickly, and the linebackers will be able to make the play. Now let's look at some X factors in this ball game. The X factor for the Atlanta Falcons has to be the offensive line. Bad showing last week against Tampa. You let Tampa get pressure on Matt Ryan. They have to come in and play better, not only in run blocking, because the run Quiet has kept the run block and has struggled this season against opposing defenses. Offensive line has to play a huge part in this ball game. Seahawks X factor has to be the improvement of the passing game. That falls on Jackson. That falls on the receivers to get open. So I look for passing game improvement, and I think that's going to open up the running game for Seattle if they can improve in the passing game. I'm going with Atlanta in this game. I know that's sacrilegious to go against the Seahawks at home, and they've proven me wrong last week, but I have to go with the Falcons and their ability to play better offensively as opposed to the Seahawks. So I think the Falcons will come in and have a much better offense than the Cardinals and win a tough road game. For more NFL previews, visit footballgameplan.com/NFL or visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/footballgameplan. And listen to the Football Game Plan radio show, which airs Saturdays 11 a.m. Eastern Time at blogtalkradio.com/footballgameplan. I almost forgot there, but I didn't. blogtalkradio.com/footballgameplan.